There is only one of you, only one of me. There's a million of those who won't let us be. But they're not gonna see me bleed. Cause baby, I got you.
Hi everyone, and welcome back to my studio. I hope you're ready for another pour. I have been seeing so many beautiful pours being done that I had a hard time deciding what type of pour we're going to do. I think we're either going to do a galaxy pour or a straight pour. Not quite sure yet, but we'll figure it out as we go. So let's get down to the canvas and see what we're working on today. Today we're going to work on an Artist Loft Level 2 gallery wrap canvas. It's a 20 by 20 inch and it is taped and push pinned on the bottom. Get that back. And as almost always, there are popsicle sticks on this side so that the canvas is level. Always check your level. So let me get that out of the way. Now today all of my paints are mixed with mixed pour. If you would like to get some mixed pour, you want to contact Krista Rasmussen at krista8974@gmail.com so she can hook you up with some mix. Great stuff. Let's go through the colors. So this is going to be in the pour. It is the color I painted my edges with, and it will be in my flow extender and possibly some negative space. And that is our Liquitex Basics in Deep Violet. I just love this color. So that's why I have a little more of this than I have of everything else. Next I have some Grumbacher Academy in Prussian blue. This is a beautiful deep color. So I'm so happy to be playing with that one today. Next is in mixed color, and this is known as Mysterious. And since you can't buy Mysterious anymore, everybody makes it themselves. And one of the best ways I know to make it is using Deco Art Metallics in Deep Sapphire and Emerald Green. So you mix those two together at the right proportion. A little more blue, a little more green, whatever you need to get the tone that you're looking for your Mysterious. Next on our list is Cadmium Red Deep Hue from Liquitex Basics. So that's a beautiful bright red tone. I love that in this. Next I'm working with a fun one. This is Amsterdam Pearl Violet. So though it looks white, it's going to offer a pearl sheen to it in the pour, which you really can't see now. And into that I added a little bit of my Deco Art Satin Enamels because I'm not adding any white to this pour, just the Pearl Violet. So we'll see how that works. And then I have Folk Art Metallics in the Ice Blue. I have used this color before. I love this beautiful pale blue tone. And it is so shiny. And of course our final color is my favorite, the Deco Art Metallics in the 24 karat gold. It's in almost all my pours, guilty as charged, but I just love this color. Alright, we're going to move some of these paint bottles out of the way because we're going to need a lot of room for tilting. Throw everything over there. And I need to get to my jug. Where is my jug? Okay. So this is a 20 by 20 canvas, which means we need about a little over 14 ounces of paint. So we do not need to fill this 20-ounce cup up. We're going to come somewhere in here in the 14-ounce line. And we're going to remember to pour the paint in over by the pour spout so it comes out where we want it to come out. blend this with some violet, and we will be ready to go. Okay, that's more than we're gonna need. Look at that over here. That's okay. All right, we're gonna take the last of our gold. I'm just gonna dump that. Not much left here. Put a healthy amount into that 4 cup, which I overfilled a bit. So just a little puddle of gold here in the center. That's where I'm going to pour. Okay. Ooh, that is pretty. There are bubbles in my cup, but alright, let me move some of these cups out a little bit. Like I said, we're gonna just do a straight pour right there. I might turn a little. We'll see how it goes. Here goes nothing.
You've been hiding in the shadows way too long. You always thought that you were weak, but babe, you're wrong.
Yeah, not so great on the dismount there. Stick. Mix that up a little.
You've been hiding in the shadows way too long.
Wow. Not quite in the center there. But that's okay. Alright, we're going to give that a quick... No, I'm just going to let that sit. I'm going to put some flow extender, and then I will torch the whole thing at once. So I'm going to add a little water to our violet. And make that our flow extender and get that on.
Shouldn't doubt yourself, 'cause you're a work of art. You should know that you are perfect with those flaws. Yeah, you better step into the light, just give it a try. Know that it's time you let that spark out. You've been hiding in the shadows way too long.
Not too worried about coating the sides because they are painted. This is more to make sure they're wet so things flow off better. In case I end up keeping any of it. I'm not sure whether I will or not, but I want it to look nice, just in case. Alright, smooth this out just a little bit more. And we're going to torch it, because this has been percolating here while I was messing, and a lot of bubbles popped. A lot of bubbles popped in there. Alright, clean up my hands a bit. Let's get this torched. Wow. Okay. Wow. All right. There's a lot of paint there. Let's start stretching this out and see where we get. So right now I'm just going to move in a circular motion, stretching just a little bit in each direction, trying to keep my main design as is, just sort of seeing what's here. Get everything a little closer to the edges. Just do one quick circle all the way around. Slowly some prettiness is coming on here. I don't want to tilt this too fast. I want it to sort of hold on to itself as long as possible. Let's hit that corner and then pull back. Pull that back. Here's the center. That is so pretty. I'm going to move the weight of the paint over down this way. With that corner. Oh. Let's tilt that back. Oh. So far, a lot of pretty coming up in the middle here. Okay, let's get everybody down this way a bit. Do this third corner. Whoa. Okay. Come back down. Go for that last corner. And then we'll look at composition. There we go. Whoa. I'm loving the red that's coming up over here. That's why I'm up at the top here. Oh, wow. All right, I am really loving what's coming up on this end and in the middle. I'm not gonna put my hands over it. My hands are too cookie at the moment, but I think I want to stretch things. All right, I think I'm going to stretch everything down that way just a little because I want to pull out more of this beautiful red Prussian blue stuff up top here. So we're going to take a little more off down that end. Let this end play a little more. Not too much though, because I really love this center section. I don't want to get any of it off. Okay, bring it back this way. Back that way a bit. Still moving pretty fast here. Okay, put that down for a minute and take a look. Because I am liking what I am seeing. Wow. Oh, that is awesome. Now I'm still thinking that I'd like less of this. I don't really like, I mean, it's beautiful lines, but it's sort of flat compared to this. This is just fabulous in here, and this in here is gorgeous. So I'm thinking if I pull all of that off this corner a little bit more, this corner is okay now. I'm okay with that corner. And the other two corners I love. So we're going to risk a little bit more off that corner over there. So let's just go that way, just a little bit more. See where the weight of my paint is right now. See what I can push off without messing up something I like. Okay. Okay, now we're going to push it back. Push it back down. Just it. Alright, let's see if I'm happy with what I just did or not. Oh, I think so. Yes. I'll give it a little tiny bit more that way. Tiny bit more that way. That's another way to paint back down that way. Just playing with it a little bit here, just to get the balance of what I want. Okay, I think I'm going to stop there. I'm liking that. That's pretty. Oh, transparency up in this end. I gotta wash my hands. It's just beautiful. And the bright red and Prussian blue down at my end is just fabulous. I'm loving cleaning up my hands. So these bright, the red and the Prussian blue that is so powerfully showing here, and all the transparency which is from the ice blue and the pearl violet. I'm waiting to see how that's going to dry. I think that's going to be fabulous when it dries. Ooh, happy news! Okay. Love the good pour. Make sure my feet are on their thingies, so nobody's going to go running anywhere. Alright, I'm going to clean up and check all my edges, and then I will bring you down to take a closer look. Hold on. Okay, we're ready for the wet results. So, let's start down here. We've got some beautiful lines in this corner. This is the corner I dumped off, I think the most, no, this is not, this is the one I liked. Okay, then we're gonna come up into the cloudy zone. Look at the Boulder cells. And that's the corner I dumped the extra off of so that it was nice. Come over here. Now you're starting to see that Prussian blue and red come out around that upper edge there. Oh my, those Boulder cells. Then we get over here in like my favorite area where the red and the blue, that Prussian blue, oh, and the red are really playing over here. So pretty. Look at that right there. Just loving it. Oh, gorgeous. I am a very happy person. Okay, we're gonna let this dry and see what happens. So hold on for the dry results. And here we are with the dried results, and we came outside on a beautiful morning. All right, down here in this corner, we have that cadmium red and the Prussian blue lines that were so dark and pretty. All through this part, you can see those lines. Then we move over towards the main center section, where we've got some more of those beautiful lines mixed in with that pearl violet and ice blue cells. Just beautiful. Okay, thank you so much for joining me. Please leave me a thumbs up, a comment, subscribe to my channel, and hit that notification bell for more video notifications. Thank you so much for supporting my art. I appreciate your presence. Have a wonderful day.
We don't need nobody's attention, yeah, we just wanna dance on our own. We came to party.